seeing the very gay Raptor in person and what Ford is honestly doing is one of the coolest things we've seen from a global brand like this. You know, I think during Pride Month, especially in June, a lot of companies show their pride, but it's what do they do outside of those other 11 months of the year?
Ford trucks, folks, are now gay, okay? And, you know, it really is a humiliation ritual when you consider it. The Ford Raptor, the F-150, you know, these are icons of, like, American men, right? This is what your, you know, small town holler boy, like, this is what it's all about, right? This is a icon of masculinity. Well, as you may have seen, the Ford truck is now gay. I'm not going to play the commercial itself because it's probably going to get copyrighted, but I did see this promo about the commercial. So let's take a look here.
My Instagram name is literally the world's strongest gay. So I put it out there really as a reminder to people that sexuality has no bearing on things you can achieve in life. Seeing the very gay Raptor in person and what Ford is honestly doing is one of the coolest things we've seen from a global brand like this. You know, I think during Pride Month, especially in June, a lot of companies show their pride, but it's what...
Look at this. Look at the rainbow F-150. I just... Come on. Like, could you pick any... Now, I will say I'm not a big truck guy. I prefer the Mustang from Ford. So they have not, you know, brutalized my preference yet. But I mean, still, all right? I still feel a strong degree of sympathy. They couldn't take the, what does Ford have? The Cruise? Is that Chevy Cruise? I don't know, but this, of all cars.
What do they do outside of those other 11 months of the year?
Brutal.
I think the biggest thing I want people to realize from this is once you accept yourself from who you are, that really anything is possible.
Okay, they might be copyrighted, but let me just... this is from the commercial here. All right, so they have like this mud. It's driving through the mud, and then it gets washed off, and it's gay. It's a gay Ford. Okay, chat? All right.
So, yeah, so my general thoughts were Top Gun was the highest grossing movie last year for a reason. It's the most patriotic movie that we've seen in probably 10 plus years.
True.
And all these other movies, like I know Pixar came out with... the lesbian kiss scene in one movie and all these things. Go woke, go broke is a real thing. And it's been playing out on the national stage for a few years now. It's true.
But see, here's I tend to agree with you, but then I'm baffled by why do they keep doing this? Because on one hand, it could just be sheer incompetence, right? They diversity hire some stupid marketing VP like Bud Light, and this just happens. But to some extent, how, you know, these are like business geniuses who run huge corporations. How can they really be that stupid? Like, how can you be so stupid as to think this is going to work? So I've talked about this before on the channel. I think what this is really about is the ESG thing, right? Which I'd be curious to see how many shares of so-and-so company that's doing this does BlackRock own? Because I think what they're really going to realize is economic favor. And this is what they're trying to do, in my opinion. You look at sort of the future of the economy. Favoritism from the federal government, from investors, from big firms like BlackRock that will throw a bunch of money at your company or buy shares by influence. I think that being woke, quote unquote, right, raising that score is kind of where these companies see a lot of money coming in. And that has to be the reason, right? I don't know. Or do you think it's just sheer incompetence, like they're that stupid?
Well, I mean, you see the protests that these people launch on people like Matt Walsh or Michael Knowles. Mm-hmm. The mob is a real thing. Cancel culture is a real thing. And even though they know that the conservatives will sometimes boycott them, the Democrats and the liberals are better at this. They are better at boycotts. They're better at cancellations. And this is why.
I will say that I think under Trump, we had a lot of failed boycotts. Remember, everyone said, we're going to take down Nike. We're going to take down the NFL. They're doing fine. But the last few years, I've noticed we're getting better at it. But continue. That could be another thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting better, but we're still not nearly at the level that they are. They're willing to cancel people even on their own side. I don't know if you remember that clip of the TikTok kid that Biden hired. You played it on your show a few weeks ago where he's like,
Harry?
No, don't clip this. Don't clip this. Yeah. Harry, yeah. They are so just in their own echo chamber that they're not willing to hear anything outside of it, which is why they're willing to do these things with the Ford trucks going gay, with Pixar showing a lesbian kiss and they're not so gay agenda. They're willing to do this because of their own echo chamber and because they, quite frankly, don't care about the business anymore. They don't.
That could be another one, right? It's literal sabotage. They're there to sabotage. All right, we got another one here. Here's so this is another one being brought up. This was actually before the Dylan Mulvaney thing, but at Bud Light, but not a lot of people realize. Now people are starting to notice. Here's Miller Lite explaining why beer is actually for girl bosses. Here we go.
Here's a little known fact. Women were among the very first to brew beer ever. From Mesopotamia to the Middle Ages to colonial America, women were the ones doing the brewing. Centuries later, how did the industry pay homage to the founding mothers of beer? They put us in bikinis. Wow.
Wait, I thought that was liberating, though. I thought that was empowering. That's body positivity. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad?
Yeah. And
look at this wild. It's time beer made it up to women. So today, Miller Lite is on a mission to clean up not just their the whole beer industry's Miller Lite has been scouring the internet for all this and buying it back so that they can turn it into good for women brewers.
Dude, it's like women don't like beer. You know, no matter how hard you try to make women drink beer, they just don't like it. And honestly, maybe woman W there, because I think beer is disgusting, but still, you're not going to get girls to like Bud Light or Miller Lite or whatever. You know, that's not
literally good. How, you ask?
Yeah. It's just not their audience. They're targeting the wrong audience. They continue to target the wrong audience because of these ESG scores, because of what BlackRock does.
Yeah.
They're targeting the diversities. And it's not working for them. It's clearly not. Bud Light sales are still down 30%, going lower. And Miller Lite's going to see a similar dip if they continue to do this.
Take it away.
First, we turn the bad into compost. Then we feed compost to worms. Push out beautiful fertilizer. That good helps farmers grow quality hops.
Empowering, but they're saying that it's not. It's very hypocritical, obviously, but.
Which is then donated to
type of audience.
Women brewers to make their own really good
But there's definitely more out there. In your attic, in the garage, in your parents' basement. Send any you got into Miller Lite and they'll turn that into good too. Oh. So here's to women, because without us, there would be no beer.
It's kind of funny how they also admit their product is recycled feces.
Yeah. That really makes everybody just want to buy.
Yeah.
That's what's going to make everybody buy. Support companies that don't hate you.
Hey guys, Vince Dao here. Hope you enjoyed that clip from the Vince Dao Show. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And be sure to check out the Vince Dao Show live every weeknight here on this channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It is a great show. Many are saying this. So leave a like, check out our other clips, and be sure to check out the show. Yeah. God bless.